Bum, bum, bum. This shit out. This site cannot be reached. What kind of shit is that? What's going on, cutie? I'm just trying to open up this page. There it goes. I use this page for news on like horror films and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's not as good as it once was, but it's called Daily Dead. If I could share the screen, I would. But they always have like exclusive clips, interviews with artists, like on comic book stuff like that. But it's kind of went downhill. It's kind of always like the same thing, like like in terms of like the behind, like the clips and stuff. Like I don't really think that's a great thing. Like details for Krampus, the naughty cut. Like I don't really. I don't know if did we watch Krampus? I don't fucking know. Ricky, but I'm hungry. Can you send some dirty burger? Some fucking dirty burger, man. What's going on, radio? I'm just looking at, and like this, like, all right, here we go, right off the bat, like Scream. Like how much shit are they gonna release on Scream before it comes out? Like it's gonna get the same treatment as like those It films and all that kind of shit. Like, they should not show any deaths or any false scare deaths in any fucking trailer. I don't get it. Because then they just fucking, it's just it's disappointing because you know what's gonna happen. My fucking little $9 light here. Fucking ring light. Should I put my vest on so I look OG? I fucking reefed the window open thinking like, oh yeah, it's gonna be nice and like chill it out in here. It's chilling out all right. I'm fucking frozen now. Freaky gay. Oh man. The only problem with this vest is I kind of fucked up where I put this patch. It's kind of like under the thing there, but oh well. Back to my little research. I usually do this beforehand and have like an idea of something I want to mention, but I'm doing it right now. It's Saturday night, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't really post a warning or anything like this for this hangout. Ricky gay. I just try to tune out promos and wait till the film comes out. Probably going to see Last Night in Soho. I've heard of it. I haven't seen the trailer. Maybe I have seen the trailer. I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking bullshit. Like I'm sure if there's a trailer for it, it's spoiled. There's a movie that they're talking about digital releases. I don't want a digital release of Candyman, the new Candyman film. I want that because I think there's going to be some good features on it. If there's no features on it, no chance. If there's not at least like, okay, a commentary. I'm not really interested in a commentary because I don't need like a bunch of like super, political hoopla, whatever the fuck thrown at me the whole time. Not interested in that. But there's like behind the scenes making the film, I'm down. David Cronenberg's A Dead Zone. Speaking of the Dead Zone, Christopher Walken done painted over a Banksy painting, and everyone's like, Christopher Walken has painted over Banksy. Like, so what? That guy's a fucking flake anyway, man. Fucking Banksy. Team Robbo for life, bro. Matter of fact, Team Robbo in the chat. I do have a box of shit beside me, like artwork and all kinds of stuff that I haven't really looked at in like months. So I will show that eventually. Just gonna see if some more home slices hop in on this Interview with director on blah blah blah. Guillermo del Toro. Like, oh man, so much crap. Like all these like scare things. Like I'm sure that that's all like fun and dandy and stuff, but I don't know. I don't need like a million fucking notifications on a Halloween scare thing. Salem Horror Fest Part 5. This is old. This is from fucking the 22nd of October. Okay, so I basically have outlasted the. Not outlasted, but fucking read all they have to read. There's another one called Bloody Disgusting. Check it out quick. Hopefully. Radio, are you in here right now? Kayla, are you? Leave a 666 if you're in here right now. Fuck this phone, man. Did I see when that super expensive Banksy painting got shredded right in front of the dude who bought it? Yes. And it was fucking hilarious. The thing about that is like it's even more of like a, you know, I don't like the whole I love art and stuff, but I hate the whole like political, like everything has to be political, like everything Banksy does is political, and it's like a satire on the fucking society and all this shit, and it's like, dude, like who's listening to this shit, man? And like they fucking shred the paint. It was supposed to shred the whole thing, and it didn't. And I don't know. I think it's dumb. And like he's like his stuff gets like, you know, worshipped, and there's people out there that are fucking literally doing years over fucking graffiti, and this guy paints a fucking place, and it's a ghetto, and then all of a sudden the price goes way up, and the neighborhood turns to it gets all gentrified because of course like a lot of tourism come there, and then people come along to the poor people that already live there and say, hey, we'll give you all this money for your fucking property, get the fuck out of here. And then next thing you know, it's Williamsburg, Brooklyn. You know, me and Kayla were just talking about that, how like she was watching some video about some girl that like lives in Brooklyn or something. It's like Brooklyn is like so not what it once was. Like there was a guy that used to come through these chats. What the fuck was his name? I think his name was uh Priest John or something like that. Like it was some kind of like funny name, but I think he was from well, he said he was from Brooklyn, and he said it was totally like fucked. Banksy's overrated. Yeah, dude. Banks, I don't know. Like there's a really good documentary out there called through the gift shop, and it's all about this guy who filmed all this footage of like Banksy and like Shepard Fairey and like all these guys, maybe even David Cho, probably David Cho, and he gave all the material to Banksy, and Banksy edited together this movie, and like the title of it's a play on this prank or gag that they did where they put like a Guantanamo Bay prisoner inside of Disneyland, and I don't know. I think it's I like paintings where it's like a fucking painting of something dope, not just like, you know, what do you call that? Like fuck. Performance art or some shit. Just give me a second, radio. I know you said you're going to grab food, so just no worries, man. I'm probably gonna be here for a while anyway. Kayla, if you're listening, if you're in on this still, Radioactive's doing like multiple fucking pages for that hard scene, and he's like in the throes of inking and shit. But like fucking websites ask me, bloody disgusting, ask if I want to disable my ad blocker. Yeah, that'll be the fucking day. right off the bat. Open up Bloody Disgusting. What am I spoiled with? A fucking thing from Chucky, the show Chucky, which I wasn't necessarily like, head over heels to watch, but I'll probably eventually watch it because Chucky is I'd be more willing to watch the Chucky show than I was the Scream show. I watched a few episodes of that and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? It's nonsense. Nonsense. I really wish I could, I feel like a fucking broken record, but I wish I could share the screen. Like 10 horror movies you can stream on Tubi. Like, I'll go on Tubi myself and find some good show. We were at my cousin's tonight, and we watched Reanimator. Andy and Kyle from original Child's Play movies returning images from next week's episode. Like, no shit. Candyman Day of the Dead is getting a Blu-ray release. Like, that one's not even that great. Part 1's the best. Part 1, and then that new one. Chucky show sounds pretty decent from what I've heard. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued if there's any, and I know there's like some like flashbacks of like Charles Lee Ray. I think like his daughter is playing him in some like CGI fucking morph shit or makeup, whatever, which is cool. Because I think one of the most interesting parts about Chucky is his prior life. Fucking Bloody Disgusting is just a waste of time. What was that other one? I'm actually going to send the word out to VZ Madness. He just posted a video. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Let me find this fucker. Oh, I'd probably go on the other account. I got like 3 Instagram accounts. I got the Video Homicide. I got painting one, and then I have the cinema one. For fuck's sakes. There it is, cinema. Search VZ. If you're around. Boom. It's a nice fucking night with the door open, but it is a little chilly. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Where in the fuck? See, the thing is, like, I had a couple of videos that I was gonna make, but then I kept I have this book. Spoiler: I'm doing a video talking about Taxi Driver, and I have this book. It's like a script book, just like a paperback script of Taxi Driver, and I keep forgetting it in my trunk. Because like I had like those Clockwork Orange books for the video. If you guys watch that one, and I want it to be like the same deal, but I keep forgetting the fucking book. And then plus like my camera is old. Like I feel like if I film, because I filmed myself painting this painting the other night, and I did like 2 sessions that were an hour each, and the camera basically has an hour worth of battery. Like when the battery's fully charged, you get like an hour worth out of it. And I'm a prick because then I just fucking leave it in the camera. And then the next time I go to use it, I'm like, oh, fuck, what was I thinking? I should have plugged that shit in. Luckily, I did right now, so it's charging, but... Oh, man. I'm actually kind of curious to look through this shit, to be honest with you. It's like a bunch of stuff. It's like a box of random shit. And it was on my fucking bedroom floor for like months, so, my bedroom, man, oh, fuck. It's such a write-off because I have so many tapes. Like, fuck, so many goddamn tapes. It's like, where do I put them? I don't want to get rid of them, but I just have like... And then even like today, I was driving past a storage center, And I've been thinking about it like recently. I've been thinking, but then I think about if I fucking fuck up and forget to pay, then all my stuff goes on Storage Wars Canada, and then it gets sold to fucking, oh fuck, this VHS tape right here is worth $1.50, sealed Fright Night or something like that. But a storage unit I think I could make use out of. I don't know, man. Even when I was younger, like I always wanted to have all my stuff in one spot. Like even because like my parents didn't live together, so I had like a room at my dad's and a room at my mom's, and I always like had like half my shit here, half my shit there, and it's just now when I finally have all my stuff together, it's like, do I really want to get a storage unit? But it would come in handy. And like some people use like storage units as like little workspaces and stuff. Although I wouldn't be able to paint or anything in there, I would feel fucked up like in a little storage unit painting, to be honest with you. But you get the idea. I had a buddy that had a jam space. It had to have been a bigger fucking unit. But I know some of them offer offices and stuff like that, so it's kind of dope. All my West Coast homies are fucking. So one thing I wanted to ask you is when we get to our second issue, what should the time frame be? Since I kind of held everything up, don't worry about it. I don't know. We'll just go. We'll just play by ear. You know what I mean? We'll just play it by ear. It's not like it's a fucking like class project or it's like due or anything like that. And like I was saying to Kayla, like it's like I have right here, radio. You're gonna be the second person to see this, or maybe third. But this is a zine that I've made called Raise the Dead. It's an art zine, volume 1. I have 6 of these made, 6 volumes made, but not printed. And like I printed, I think 6 or 7 copies of this, like one for myself, one for my dad, and then 5 to sell. And like, because I've never sold anything online like this, and this is what basically the test run is going to be in terms of selling Cinema 187. Like if I can sell these 5, then I'll actually print the ones, and but otherwise people would have to pay first, you know what I mean? Because it's not cheap to print like a fucking full color zine. Like my Video Homicide Volume 1 zine is like $5 to print. This was like it's not that many pages, like 8 pages or 9 pages, and it's all black and white, which is what I dig. But like it's got a lot of badass art. Some of my favorite stuff that I did, especially that that involved like stipling. One of my favorite pages coming up here. I think it's this one. Yeah. Like the samurai dude and the fucking punk rocker. 2 of my favorite things I ever drew. Side by side. So yeah, if I can get like enough to make it worth my, like if I can get like $10 a copy for this, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Because I've done the math like on like the pricing of the shipping, like international shipping, I think is like fucking $3.99 or something like that. They go by like pieces of paper. It's weird. I could help out with printing and shipping in the States. That'd be dope. That would be dope, man. Really good drawing, dude. Thanks, Himalayas. I'll show a few more. I don't know if you caught the whole thing. I'll just show the whole thing real quick again. On the front here, there's 2 songs that my uncle wrote right here. And one's called Apartment of Evil Women. The other one's called Faithful Mr. Bullet. But, yeah. Again, the fucking tape. This is like the first thing that I did with stipling. Kayla basically inspired me to do it. She's like, because I remember when I was a kid, I would ask my dad, oh, like, what should I draw? And he would like always give me something. He'd be like, draw that. Sometimes he would do fucking wax stuff and be like, draw a glass or a cup or something. I don't want to draw a cup, man. Give me something greasy. But I said, Kayla, what should I draw? Draw a fucking tape, and there it is. And then the Grim Reaper and all that shit. But this is another really good page here. I like this one. And then the back. Boom. Printed in London, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, man. This is like I have a bunch of other zines that I made in this box. I know that, so stay tuned for that. I always keep one of them. Some of them I've lost the publisher files for, so I can't even fucking reprint, which is sad, but makes them all the more cool, really. Few people got copies. Usually when I print them, I print about 5, like for the first like little run, or usually 6 because I keep one, and then I have 5, and usually, my dad gets one, my girl gets one. I forgot to put something on the TV. See, my Blu-ray player turned off because it was just chilling. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Just give it a little fucking... Give it a few more... Radio, are you getting food, like, from home, or are you going out? Because if you're going out to get food, I can wait for you to come back to start showing this shit, unless you don't give a fuck. But I want you to see this stuff if you can. Put on Netflix. See if I can watch Saving Private Ryan again. I've been fucking watching Saving Private Ryan, maybe like twice in the last month. I just think it's such a good movie because it like everything about it, like like the opening scene with like the old man walking, like that is whatever to me. But once the movie gets going, like they're on the beach and they're getting shot to shit, like that is just nuts, man. Like it's so scary, going out. I'm getting ready to tear. All right, dude. So let me know when you're back. Watch it again. Saving Private Ryan. Play. I wish I had some fucking edibles, man. Like me and Kay, I just dropped Kayla off, and she was like, "Fuck, I wish you had some edibles," and I was like, "Yeah." And I rolled her like a huge fucking 3-paper joint, but it's not the same. I'll end up smoking a joint tonight. I know that, but it's all good. Make sure there's no volume. I don't want to get fucked over. Now we have 0 viewers. So 666 in the chat. I realize that it's kind of a random time to come online. I've been really getting back into so sick of these fucking ads of these shitty fucking Age of Zombie games and all that stuff. But anyways, because of cartoonist kayfabe, I've been really getting back into comic books, and I've been wanting to dig through my boxes because it's been a while since I went through all my stuff, and I got some pretty good stuff. Oh fuck, I just dropped that. Oh, I have to get up for that, for fuck's sake. Maybe I can pull some books out. Maybe not too many, because it's kind of a write-off. All my stuff's all over the place. Extra shot of light. Good stuff. Oh. Is that too bright? That's too fucking bright. There, that's better. Hell yeah. Okay. Shout out to my homie VZ Madness, who just posted a video for the first time in a while. But anyways, back to the comic book thing. There was a time when I was obsessed with comic books. I had like, I feel like I wanted to like Batman more than I liked Batman because I read almost all of the heavy hitters, everything from Joker, Batman Noel. Those were by the same. Joker, I believe, was Alan Moore and Lee Ah, Lee Bermejo, I believe, was a Spanish artist, and then Lee Bermejo went ahead and he did Batman Noel. So those two are really good. Um, there was what else was there? There was Long Halloween. There was Long Halloween, Haunted Night, and there was one other mixed in with those three by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, which were a great duo. Long Halloween was really good, but the sequel, Haunted Night, I think Haunted Night was the last one. I don't remember what the middle one was called, but those were all really good. Um, I'm totally blanking on the team, the artist team and writer team on um, the death of Robin, where he gets his back, where he gets like hit. What was it? He gets hit with a hammer or something like that. That one was from like the 70s, and then of course the Frank Miller stuff. So Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight. The fuck was the other one called? Dark Knight Strikes Back or something like that. I wasn't too keen on that when I first read that. Although I've heard a lot of people say that with a second read, it's more enjoyable, especially in this day and age. But what was some other ones? Gotham got by Gaslight, which was an Elseworlds one, really good. Um, there was some 4-issue minis I read year one, of course. David Mazzucchelli. Was it David Mazzucchelli? Ah, I know David Mazzucchelli and Frank Miller teamed up with the Daredevil stuff, but of course I can't fucking type his goddamn name. Just type in year one. I'm gonna go nuts if I don't fucking figure it out. Yeah, Dave Mazzucchelli, Frank Miller. That was a good one. I don't think they worked on another one together. They might have, but fuck yeah, I loved me some Batman. Not only because like I was saying to my cousin earlier, like Batman is the one that's like grounded in fucking, more reality, or not so like mystical fucking supernatural power stuff. It's all about like, this guy that's a detective, and all the villains that are sort of like supernatural. They're not like it's almost kind of like a science experiment gone bad or some bullshit like that. And I always really dug that. But yeah, I sold all my Batman books, but the ones that I would consider getting again are definitely Year One and Dark Knight Returns for sure. And I believe that I even have a Bernie Wrightson 4-issue mini that he did. Cult, I believe it was called Batman Cult. Fuck, Bernie Wrightson is another artist that is just fantastic. He's done so many. Batman has no powers, uses his resources and guts. Fucking right, dude. Yeah. And I like how he's like this really sort of troubled, like went through a very insane experience, and now he's taking out the bad guys, really, because like think about it, like he goes after these low level criminals. What happened to him? His family was ambushed by a low level criminal and fucking killed. And I still even think about like that Batman flick with Jack Nicholson, how like he was the guy that killed his parents and all that shit. That was fucking crazy. Detective skills, exactly. Johnny Mud Show. Like I was just saying, I'm getting back into comics. I've been wanting to reread some of this shit. Like I read Watchmen probably like 10 years ago at this point. So I would have been about 19. And I just, I read it because I felt like it was something everyone had to do, but I wasn't like, my balls weren't completely blown off by that book. So maybe if I read it now, or because I've read a lot of stuff since then, that maybe I'll look at it a different way. But same with like Frank Miller's Ronin. That's a book that I did not really like when I first read it, and just because I couldn't like, I don't know, it wasn't. I was so into like the most mainstream bullshit. Like I still collected like, the horror comics and random shit that I found like at comic shops, like digging around. But, I was trying to read all the staples. I was trying to really, like I said, like with the Dark Knight and like the Daredevil stuff. And, even like a lot of like comics that like Torment, like when the the Spider-Man story that Todd McFarlane did, like Torment, I believe it was called. I remember reading that and like thinking, yeah, the art's cool, but like I don't give a fuck about these characters. Don't give a shit about the story, really. I don't care about Spider-Man. Um, I've heard Watchmen is good. Movie has a bad reputation, so I've never seen the movie either. Um, just because I don't give a shit enough, and I don't know. I don't want to like the story was weird enough as it is with some of the stuff. Like it went to that supernatural thing with that like blue guy, and I don't know, man. I'm more like underground comics, horror comics, and stuff like that. If I'm gonna read fantasy type stuff, I want it to be horror or science fictiony kind of stuff. Like the kind of stuff that I was really into were those like Dark Horse miniseries. Like that they did two of them of The Thing. IDW did two Scarface 4-issue miniseries. Um, I believe IDW put out Killology put out by Alan. Oh, what was his name? Alan Robert, who's like he did two other miniseries. One of them called Wire Hangers, which was fucking bonkers, and then he did another one called I forget what the other one was called. But I actually back in the day when I made the video talking about Killology, he watched the video, got in contact with me, and sent me his two other miniseries. I seen your channel peripherally. Oh, okay, so I see. I know what you mean. Did you get through all 31 days of Halloween reviews? I did, man. But like the thing about it was, I fucking had a bout of sciatica in my back, like right in the last like maybe like 5, 6, 7 days, and I didn't get to like do the videos to like my fullest ability because I kind of was just like laid up on the couch talking into the computer, and then I didn't like post the video, just the audio because I was like laid up, looked like a fucking sack of shit, like. But yeah, I got through it. It was fun. I'll do it again next year. Next year will probably be all video nasties because I thought about doing like video nasty November, but it's way too fucking late now. Um, fuck. What was I was talking about comics? Yeah, man. There's just a bunch of shit that I want to revisit. You know. Oh fuck. Saving Private Ryan when he puts the fucking helmet full of blood on his head, like that's kaif. That's kaif. Johnny Mudshow, what you into horror movies, comics, and that kind of shit? Obviously, I don't recognize your name. Obviously, you said you've seen the channel like peripherally. That's good that like the channel's like getting out. Like I never really actually tried to um become like a fucking type that would like go on and do like these live shows and stuff. I just thought I was making videos, and now I've had fun doing these, so it's pretty dope. Horror movies, pro wrestling, VHS collecting. Nice, dude. Nice. Not much, not into wrestling, but I did have the opportunity to film um fuck. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega came to our town for one of the comic conventions. He had just done this fight where he went through a glass table, and we were filming this thing for him that was like he couldn't attend this like award show in Japan because he's like half Japan, or excuse me, he's like he can speak Japanese because he said we recorded him in English and in Japanese. He's like, thanks for the award, blah blah blah. Can't be there. It might not even been an award. It might have just been like an award show that he was making like a little speech to. But that's about as far as wrestling goes for me. And I watched it when I was really young. So we're talking like Kurt Angle when Kurt Angle was new and like Scotty 2 Hotty and those types were fucking around. That's when I watched it, and then I tuned out when they turned it to WWE, and after like fuck's his name, The Rock fought Stone Cold Steve Austin. I tuned out. But one thing that pissed me off was my dad had a cheater box on his TV back in the day, so we'd get all like the pay-per-views and stuff like that, and he would record them on VHS tapes. And he also recorded all like every episode of Gilligan's Island off fucking channel 47, which was the Superstation, and he threw them all out. I was like, dude, why would you throw those out? Those tapes are priceless. You know what I mean? Like to me, at least. Like I have all his burnt tapes, like that are movies and stuff, so which I'm grateful for. But those wrestling tapes, I remember watching them, and I would watch them now because they're just, they were the guys that we knew. I remember getting the fucking wrestling magazine and looking at like all the stuff you could buy and all that stuff. Never sent away for anything, but don't throw out those tapes, Dad. Yeah, man. Like I got all the ones up there. Halloween 1 and 2, Bride of Frankenstein, like everything. There's probably about like maybe 40 tapes in total. So I've been meaning to go through my collection, but like I have so much shit. Like I just recently put my DVDs, my horror DVDs in alphabetical order, and it was a fucking pain in the ass. Not to mention the amount of stuff I took off the shelves that I put into like big ass bags because I want to store. I don't want to get rid of them, but I also don't want to fucking have them in my living room. So like I said, they're in like those big grocery bags that are like made out of vinyl. 4 of them are on my floor in my bedroom. How my night going? My night's going good. My cousin and my little brother, they share the same birthday week, so we had a little do, as we call it, for them. And we watched Reanimator over there. My girlfriend was there, me, my mom, my dad, my aunt. And my little brother's actually fucking got the flu right now because he works as a teacher. So he's all fucking flued out. But other than that, the night's going good. I dropped my girlfriend off at home, and now I'm just chilling here. She slept over last night. And what the fuck did we watch last night? I know we didn't watch anything because like I went to a friend's house and she went to her friend's house because it's her, like her friend is like having a kid, but it's also her birthday, so they had like a thing. And yeah, I went to a buddy's house and I played darts and showed the Portuguese boys who's fucking boss, even though I lost, but I was like second. But yeah, that's my night. How about you, dude? How's your night going? Hopefully good. Hopefully it's not fucking snowing where you're at. Oh, and on top of that, I'm watching Saving Private Ryan. Pretty good night. And I got this big ass box. Not that big. It's like about the size of a short box, comic box of like art. Everything in it though is facing the other like the lengthwise in terms of how a short box would look. Some of the stuff I haven't seen in a while. Bunch of stuff. Fuck, who did that? Kayla must have done that. Yeah. There's autographs in there as well. Night is good. A little snow. Fuck. Where are you at, Johnny Mudstorm? Mud Show. You in Canada? I'm here in Ontario, Southwest. What's your favorite horror franchise? Fuck. I guess. I think the franchise with the most movies that I would go back to watch would be Friday the 13th. Because I love part 4, 5. I like 4, 5, and 6. Minnesota, USA. Okay, so I think you're pretty close. I'm about 2 hours from Detroit. So if that gives you any kind of thing. Radioactive's back. We're just talking about favorite horror franchises right now. So I was saying how Friday 13th, 4, 5, and 6. And then with Mike with Halloween, I like part 1 and 2. And then I like the Rob Zombie 1 and 2, and that's basically it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I like part 1. I like the beginning, and I like the remake from 03. Scream, I think, isn't that bad. The first 2, especially. Nightmare on Elm Street, of course, I think is great. The first 3, I think, are amazing. The rest of them, I don't care about. Candyman, I guess you could count as a franchise. I like the first one the best. Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, don't care for. Alien, of course. And then, like, I guess Jaws 1 and 2, I think I dig the most out of those. And then I guess Blair Witch Project, if that counts as a franchise, I like part 1. That's it of those ones. And then there's a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't really classify as a Psycho. The Psycho movies are good. Saw 1 is as far as I go. Alfred Hitchcock does a bunch of good. That's not a franchise, but you know what I mean. I'm more into like exploitation films and just sort of one-off stuff. A lot of older shit from the 70s, horror stuff, Hammer. I almost said Atlas, Atticus. Is it Atticus that does? I'm probably wrong right now, but the company that put out like Asylum and Tales from the Hood and all that, or not Tales from the Hood, Tales from the Crypt and all that kind of shit. A lot of Mario Bava stuff. I know my buddy Trash Dash trying to watch all the Bava stuff. Universal Monsters, of course. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking at my movie shelf. That's what I was looking at. I can show you it. Just get an idea. So I'll move this light so you can see it a little bit. So there's 5 of those. I think there's 7 or 8 shelves on each thing. So there's that. It's not like I'm trying to signal someone to save me. Morse code, stop. Fuck yeah. Radioactive, what did you get for food? Thanks, man. The shelf was made by me and my dad. And then I initially had like, here, I'll show you. Like, see that fucking thing in the corner right there? Like that, and see how much it sticks out compared to the movie shelf? I used to have 3 of those, and they housed like the majority of those films. Like, it was a nightmare, dude. It was a fucking nightmare. I have to look at mine sometimes too when someone asks me about movies. Well, yeah, dude, because, again, like the franchise thing, not that big on that. Lucio, like I like a lot of trilogies. Lucio Fulci, Gates of Hell, City of the Living Dead. That's what it's also known as. The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Cat of Nine Tails, Four Flies on Grey Velvet. A lot of trilogies I fuck with. Those Italian films like that, and like the Asian horror and stuff. Like, Adrian, yo, what's good, bro? We're just talking about fucking horror films and shit. There's a lot of movies that I need to get on DVD, that I don't even have on tape, but movies that I just, like I watched Deep Red for the first fucking time. Are Canadians kinder than Americans? Like, I haven't been to the States and like, fuck, my passport expired when I was like, shit, 20 or something, 21 maybe. So it's been like almost 10 years. But I would say that they're pretty decent. Like, as long as you're not asking anyone for anything. Like in Canada, like you ask someone for fucking change, they're gonna tell you to fuck off. The States probably the same, but and we went to like actual fucking like it was like a big deal. We went to 8 Mile, which is just like literally a bunch of fucking strip malls and shit like that. Good stuff though, cheap prices. One thing about the States is it's way fucking cheaper. Deep Red, amazing film. I love that shit. I watch it for the first time. I love that when you watch a movie for the first time and it's fucking awesome. Like that happened to me with that flick. Happened to me with The Killer. A lot of Cronenberg films that I kind of held off on. Rabid, Shivers. Fuck, man. There's just a fucking so many movies that I want to watch that, especially a lot of Asian horror movies. Like I've only kind of dabbled. I've seen like Oni Baba. I've seen Evil Death Trap or Evil Dead Trap, Bewitched. Bay of Blood, decent flick. That's an anthology, right? With Christopher Lee. I have it on tape. I can grab it. I'll grab some tapes and I'll bring them over just so you guys can have a little look-see. Right. Sure. This might take me a second, boys. The tapes are not in alphabetical order, so it's a bit of a disaster. This is just like a sampler of stuff, so you get to know what kind of shit I'm into. That's 5. That's enough. Probably pull out another stack eventually. All right. So who was it that asked? Adrian. Bay of Blood. There it is, buddy. The redemption one. Okay, yeah, this is... I'm thinking of this one. Then I pulled this one as well. Black Sabbath. This is the Hellfire video release, and this is the redemption release. So I also have Blood and Black Lace, but it's not... it's burnt, or it's like a taped tape. So it's hard to fucking... It's hard to find. Like, Blood on Black Lace is a movie I've never seen in the wild fucking anywhere, but these are two of what I call the Uncle Mike tapes, because he bought like movies like this. Like, I have tons of movies like this. Like, I have the Blood trilogy of Herschel Gordon Lewis, like, on tape, all put out by Something Weird. There's fucking Goofy Pho. But anyways, I'll keep fucking showing these ones real quick. It's only 5 movies. I pull this out because I seen this on YouTube, or not YouTube, eBay for like $4,000 once, which is a joke. I paid $10 for it. Sealed copy of Fright Night, which is like I wonder if that's still on there. Let's see. I think the last time I looked, it wasn't there. Fright Night. Bum, bum, bum. 25, 12, 22, 60. Yeah. Because whoever fucking posts that for $4,000 is an asshole. Like, the fucking thing consistently goes for like $12, $15. But it's still pretty dope. Fright Night. Good flick. Got it on DVD as well. I got number 2 on VHS. Can't find number 2 on DVD. Do you prefer clamshell versus cardboard slips? I used to prefer the cardboard slips, but now I prefer the clamshell because of I think they're just more durable, and like you can kind of bang them around a little bit easier than the cardboard ones. Like, they get dinged and then they're fucked permanently. So it always sucks. It's one of my favorite films of all time, Gates of Hell, Lucio Fulci, also known as City of the Living Dead. I got this, I got The Beyond, and I got House by the Cemetery on DVD, and I also have these on DVD as well. But one of my favorites. And then finally, out of this stack I pulled, we got George Romero's Martin, which this is the Anchor Bay release with the beautiful, like, opening up. Like, this would be a fucking amazing poster. There isn't any magic. That'd be sick fucking poster, man. Because this is a movie, like, if you haven't watched it, like, give this a watch. It's definitely killer diller stuff, man. Just give me a second. If you take Coors east of Texas, that's bootlegging. What's that from? What's my rarest tape? I don't know. Like, the rarest tapes to me are the tapes my dad taped. They're irreplaceable. But in terms of like a tape, I don't know. I guess like the rarity doesn't really, like, I have a sealed copy of The Killer by John Woo, so like I really fuck with that. And I got a sealed copy of Rosemary's Baby, sealed copy of Godzilla. I got quite a decent. I got all the Lethal Weapon films sealed. Like, those ones I consider rare to me because of them being sealed and so, older and stuff. But I have a Clown House promotional tape. I guess that would be pretty fucking rare at this point. Nothing too crazy though. I don't go out of my way to like get fucked in the ass over prices and shit like that. Like, there's a video on my channel you can check out where I watched, or I had bought all these old Disney tapes, 50 cents a pop, just for the clamshells, and I replaced them with Japanese VHS cover and cover art, and also just like, like other Vipco covers and stuff like that, because I can burn these movies off YouTube onto a VHS tape and like using an Xbox 360 and make my own copies because, like New York Ripper on VHS tape, like the fucking Vipco release, like I'm not going to spend like $60-$70 on that. Plus, being in Canada, you get fucked in the ass over prices. Do I still make stickers? I still make stickers, bro. And I was just showing this not long ago. I got this art zine that I made that I want to sell to you fuckers if you're interested. It's called Raise the Dead. And it's I'll give you another sample. Just like art that I've done this stuff's actually over the last like couple of like year, I would say. It's all like got stipling on. This is my favorite page in the book. Samurai dude and this dude like turned out pretty cool. So this and I just printed off a new batch of stickers. This like skeleton guy coming out of the well. That's based on this Japanese a Japanese like folk tale or ghost story. That kind of stuff. So that's a zine. But yeah, I do have stickers. Dude, those are awesome tapes. Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks, man. Do you convert VHS to digital? We could trade tapes electronically. I've never done it. Buy or die. That's hella dope. I know they have like the program you can buy at like Staples and stuff like that. I don't know if can you fucking use that on a store-bought tape, or is there going to be any kind of interference or anything? Like I've tried to tape stuff off of a DVD. So like you got a DVD, you got a VCR, you put them together, you try to tape the movie off the DVD, and it gives you that like weird macro vision bullshit or whatever. I can't believe we got like 7 people in the house. That's dope, man. Thanks everyone for coming by. Leave a 666 in the chat. I like to say. Yeah, in terms of trading shit digitally, I'd be open to it if I could figure out how the fuck to do it on the cheap. I don't have much that like, I don't have anything too crazy or, pretty much stuff that you can get like depending on where you are, I guess. I don't know. I got some cool stuff, but I wouldn't want to waste your time. This is cool, man. I can convert VHS to DVD and digitally rip it. You see, these Peterbilts are worth $80,000. That comes to about $3,000 an hour if you make it in 28 hours. Peterbilts. Goofy Fuzz on fucking hash, man. I can tell because he's talking crazy. I always forget fucking Bryan Cranston's in Saving Private Ryan. He's like a one-armed general or something, or fucking captain. I don't know what he is. We gotta save this Ryan guy because his mother's gonna be sad if we don't. Fuck. That's my only problem with Saving Private Ryan. They would not stop everything they're doing just to fucking like, everyone dies. All the people we love, Mellish and Carpazzo and all those fucks, they all die just so fucking Matt Damon is like the worst part of the fucking movie in my opinion. Like I think everything up to the Matt Damon part is awesome, and then everything after that is just bullshit. Why does he want that beer so bad? I'm fucking confused, Mike. What are you talking about? Is that from Trailer Park Boys or something? You got me, man. You fucking got me. Well, I got this box of stuff. I think I'm going to start showing it. We'll see what we got here. Because I've been meaning to go through this shit for a while anyway. Move these scissors. All right. 1977, Rick. Fuck. What the fuck? This is just a bunch of shit that Kayla like wrote down, but she drew this flower. Pretty fucking cool. Hang on to shit like that. Oh, for all my Canadian people, there's my autograph of Kenny versus Spenny. The problem was, like, when I went to get this, Spenny was there at the booth. Kenny was not, but he had pre-signed a bunch of these. So I had to pretty much just take it. You found any new tapes? Nothing really crazy recently at all. I haven't really been looking that much. Haven't just had the want to go to thrift. Every time I go to thrift stores, it's a letdown, or there's fucking a bunch of people huddled around, like, looking at the tapes, and it's like, come on, get it going. It's dumb. This is a sketchbook. This is like a sketchbook that has like a bunch of stickers on it you guys might find cool. These are all stickers I made when I was at Fanshawe at college, film school. Lucio Fulci, Enter the Dragon, The Burning. That's my logo. One of my movies, The Locker. One of my characters, Goblin Haas. Shout out to Goblin Haas. What's in here? Oh, fuck yeah. Some of this stuff I cannot show because it's kind of incriminating. Not anything like, fucked up, but just like graffiti stuff and stuff like that. This is a stencil that I made out of a piece of paper. It's Frankenstein. Doesn't look the best, but it does the job. What I did with this was I probably fucking put it up to oh, Mike, are you talking about Smokey and the Bandit right now? Fucking Frankenstein thing. This was the first stencil I ever made right here. Bob Marley. I could probably hold it like this so you can see it. Maybe like this is better. Yeah. Bob Marley one turned out cool. This is on a comic backing board. Oh, these are just a bunch of random characters that I designed on the quick. Not that they're my characters, but I didn't draw this one right here. Let me see. No, I didn't draw that one. I think my cousin did, but this like shitty little crypt keeper and Nick Nitro from Small Soldiers, and then we got like Raph holding the fucking Glock in his side. That's not the best drawing, but this is just a. I don't know if this was before I did the original drawing. It had to have been after, but one of my logos, just a quick little rough. This is old as fuck. This is from 2013, and it looks like shit. But I kept it because I try to keep everything, like the turtles, like inside of the fucking. I don't know. I don't really like that, but it exists. Oh, this is a photocopy of a thing I did, like all the monsters. Like I tried to make like a monster mashup with the Godzilla characters. This is old as fuck. Looks like shit. Oh, this is cool. This I used to do this all the time. Like I would make these characters, and then I would like show like their weapons and stuff, and then have the write up about them. So these two guys were like twins. What were they called? Bohr and Loff. Fucking Boris Karloff, obviously, but yeah, it's fun. It's funny. Oh man, for fuck's sake, this ain't gonna fold, isn't it? This is cool. This is really cool. So this is a comic that I want to make eventually, but this is like the schematics of it, just like some thumbnails of it. You know how it is. I'm sure everyone's got a bunch of these. This is from when my aunt when I was younger. My aunt used to babysit a lot of kids, and this girl was an artist, and she gave me this drawing. I just never got rid of it because I thought it was so cool. It's like a wolf. I think this chick actually turned into an artist, but I don't know. I haven't fucking seen her in like 20 years. Some fucking like thing I drew called Fred. When was this? I don't know when this was, but looks like shit. This is old as fuck. So this is based on some characters that me and my buddy made up in public school, High Guy and Shy Guy, based on like an actual incident, because his like stepdad owned a pizza place, and we were working there one night. These two older kids came up to us, not really hassling us, but like asking us for quarters and stuff, and you could tell they were wasted. But This stuff, I guess I can show these. This is kind of cool. Like I painted a few of these, like on the wall. These are like obviously just like really shitty layouts and stuff, but I painted all this shit on walls. What else we got? An early Grim Reaper of mine. Looks like shit. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's from like 2021. It's like a skeleton with a can of paint. Really trying to find my way in drawing skeletons. Give us a hot take. What do you mean by a hot take? Weapon upgrade screens. Hot take. Like a hot take, like a... I don't really know what you mean, dude. Is there anything else? I think this sketchbook is now empty after that. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot about this. Look at this. It's very naughty. But this is like a Medusa chick that I drew that's like in bed with her pussy out, panties down, with like a fucking toy in her hand. Man, I can't believe I forgot about it. I gotta take a photo of this, send it to fucking Caleb. I so forgot about this thing. That's a hot take. Now I think that's it for this sketchbook. I have so many of these sketchbooks where I just kind of like drew like on the few pages, and then I'm a sucker for sketchbooks. When I go somewhere and they got them, I usually buy one. But at least I got all that stuff out of there. Now this can actually be a proper sketchbook. I'm just going to kind of put all the loose leaf stuff in that pile. These tapes got to be moved without dropping them. Okay. Where the fuck can these go? I guess these can go right over here. Right over yonder. Boom. I think that's a Pokemon. In America, hot take is an assertive, confident declaration or opinion. Evil Dead 3, Army of Darkness is fucking diarrhea. There's my hot take. Fuck is this? Title to be announced by Ricky Paredes. Oh, this is a short film that I wrote. 2019. That's a good one. I do have a title for that. I finished that whole script. What we got here? Oh, this is a short collection of stories that I wrote back in like 2013 is when this was printed. But this was the second time I printed a run of them because that font, like that's the Friday the 13th font, and that's like, I believe it's called Green Fuzz. Show them the Ralph comic. I'll show them. I'll show that. It's right over there. I'll get to that. What's all this stuff? Pull a stack out. Oh my god, dude, this is from 1998. This is a drawing I did in 98. I feel happy when I go to the bank and get money. And that has not changed at all. That shit. I was in kindergarten in 98. Senior kindergarten. This is an event that I went to. Halloween and The Thing double feature at the Highland Cinema. Fucking awesome. That was in 2014. Mike, I think Goofy Fo was there for that. 2014. This is an event that I filmed at Odyssey Records. Julie Dwarian, Jose Contreras, Apollo Ghosts, and Susan's. It was pretty cool, man. Inside of a record shop, of course. It was cool. This is a short film that we made like in a kind of a contest that I fucking hate. I don't even really acknowledge it. This is an example of me fucking around with zine stuff. This is like the front cover of a TV guide that I made. See all my influences. Like Lucio Fulci Zombie, Saturday at 9, Channel 79. French Connection, Channel 53. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Saturday, 10:30 p.m. on channel. I fucked up because I didn't write what channel it's on, but it was like that. Oh, fuck, I almost knocked those tapes down. And then there's just seems to be like a bunch of copies. I must have been printing these somewhere where the photocopier was free. Oh, here we go. This is this when my grandpa passed away, like I wanted to design the card that they handed out at the funeral, and this was like a professional graphic designer ended up like finished it off, like made it, but this was what I wanted. So like it had to be blue, picture of him with beer, Red Wings, Canada flag, and he was a sailor. I have a bunch of stuff from his sailing days too, which is really cool. This is the crew. This is like the crew gear and cast of one of my short films I did in 2018. So I always like to have lots of as much documentation as I can get. Here's a couple of prints of when I was filming a movie. That's me. That's my little brother. He's throwing a knife in a short film I did called Afrodeath. Did you go sailing with him? I never went sailing with him. We don't. He. It just never really happened. He wasn't he was a sailor, but after he was like out of the Navy, he didn't like, he traveled the country in a trailer with my grandma, and then he was, had like he had a good life. Leave it at that. That's dumb. This is the poster for my short film, my short documentary that just played in my hometown or home city, London. It's not so much a town these days, but that's the poster. It was about collecting vinyl, and I wanted it to come off as like a flyer. So there's that. This is a photocopy of it. This is my character, Purple Demon. There's just like a bunch of these prints. I was gonna make a stencil with all these. There's probably like 10 of those at least. This is something that I filmed. When I was at film school. I shot this. I was one of the camera operators. This was the Fan Shop Radio Broadcast Awards. It's pretty cool. RP Stu, fuck yeah, dude. Good guy. We got fucked up with him many a night. This was Dawn of the Dead at the Highland. When I saw Dawn of the Dead, which was fucking dope. This is when Scanners and Videodrome played. I jacked these right off the fucking wall. This is very dark, but photo of me, my dad, my little brother. I have a full color photo that's hanging up there, like a 20 by 17 or something. Some fucking thing. This is the thing for my air conditioner. I don't know what the hell that's doing in there. And then we got anything in here. This is one of Kayla's. Yeah, this is. It's like mixed with like one page of her writing a bunch of stuff, and then a bunch of my just random bullshit. Oh, this is a watercolor attempt that I did in April of 2021. Looks like shit. Or maybe this wasn't watercolor. This looks god awful. This is before I got actual watercolors and stuff, but it looks like trash, man. Was I an SNES kid? I was, but I didn't own one personally. My cousin did. I was more of a PlayStation 1 kid. Like I had a NES. My cousin had Super Nintendo and Sega. We play the fuck out of like Prince of Persia, like the first level, because we couldn't get past that. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, X-Men, like all those kind of games, Spider-Man. Like we played a lot of bullshit on SNES. But I was born in 92. So by the time I was like kind of coming of age, like I was like 8 years old or whatever, we're talking 2000. So PS1 was around, and I got PS1, had Crash Bandicoot, Twisted Metal, fucking Spyro, which I didn't really like Spyro. I didn't really understand the hype behind Spyro. I would prefer Crash and Driver and all those kind of games. And then PS2 came along, and then it was just blew my mind. There's so much stuff. Random shit. What do we got here? Wow. This is a page that my little brother started to color when we were younger. The Mario gang. This is another one that he did. Glad I have these. Held on to them. Fuck yeah, man. What else is here? Holy fuck, this is old, but it has no date. This is like an ape of a design that my friend's dad did. I had a buddy whose father is a painter, amazing painter. I'd love to see his art now that I'm older and like I'm like into painting and all that kind of stuff myself. But he did this huge painting, and instead of Bob Marley in the Wailers, it was like Duck something in the Quackers. And I remember I was inspired, so like I drew kind of like what I remembered from it. This is old, man. This is like public school era. Wow, this was inspired by an episode of the show called Inked, which was on I don't know what channel it was on, but this one guy came in and got like an olive, like an olive tattoo or something, and it says like please don't pimp on the grass. But you could see like I was getting into like trying to draw like a little bit of a shitty cityscape, but also like you can see like the sewer and all that, and like, you know, demented pictures. What's going on? I'm just showing all this random stuff I have fucking sitting here. Like, and this shit's been sitting around for like almost the whole year that I've lived here in a box. This, I don't know who made this. I might have made this. My buddy might have fucking made this. Afrodeath character that I fucking made. N64 gang. Yeah, Goofy Pho. We'd go to Goofy Pho's house and he had N64, and like I didn't have N64, so I would get my ass kicked at GoldenEye. The only game that I really remember playing on 64 myself, like by myself, was probably at my cousin's house that had the SNES and the Sega, and it was probably like Mario Party or some bullshit like that. I wasn't much into the Nintendo gang, although I like Super Mario 3 and all that kind of bullshit that everyone likes. This is from 2014. My character Afro Death. I don't know, this drawing sucks dick, but this is if anyone knows what this is from, they're a fucking legend. Anyone knows what this is from, I'll fucking respect you forever. This is like an example of how this is a photocopy that my mom colored. But this is an example of stuff. I always used to like drawing on a page and just putting as much random shit on the page at once. So this is probably like high school-ish time when I drew this. Like I said, my mom colored it in. Because I used to make photocopies of my drawings. She would always like to color them. This is from 2015. It's probably racist as fuck. It'll get me canceled by now, but it's like a Zulu Nation guy wearing chucks and cooking a human. And I should redraw that like in my style now. That'd be fun. Oh, this is a little comic strip that I did. Let you give it a gander there. This guy get like the vibes of the hurry, hurry, hurry kind of guy. Yeah. Hopefully you got to check that out. Another example of that kind of stuff I was drawing. Definitely inspired by the video game Naughty Bear right there. It says Terry the Teddy cannot decide between the trusty katana or the medieval chainsaw. And like there's like a pot of soup boiling. I love soup. On this page is like a bunch of like random shit. I actually don't mind that. That's my last name right there in like a graffiti attempt. I actually don't mind it that bad. The R's shit, the D and the I could use work, but the rest of it's not too bad. Yeah, Goofy Pho had Xbox because I remember his PS2 fucked up. Then you got the Xbox and you had like Stubbs the Zombie and that one like demolition game. What was that demolition game you had, Mike? It was, I forget what it was called, but you could like drive like the school buses and like shit like that. Another example of my mom coloring my stuff. Yeah, that's old, man. This This is how my girlfriend asked me if I wanted to date her. I don't know. I'm not going to show this because I'm saving that one for me. Kind of like in Saving Private Ryan when he says that one guy, I'm saving that for me. This is a photocopy. Speaking of my grandpa, this is a photocopy of a thing he sent back to back home. This is from the HMCS Quebec, and then it says this was the first warship I sailed on. I took a photocopy of all this kind of stuff. I have the originals, of course, but pretty badass, man. I don't remember the exact year. I have it like in his documents, but this is a, oh my god. Okay, so this right here, this is fucked. Resources for abused women and their families. This is a bunch of numbers. And on the back of it, I was fucking writing some short story, and at the bottom of it, a Rick Paradis production at, I'm not going to say where it was, getting $12.25 an hour to write this because fuck them. That's why. And it was just like a bunch of like, opening shot is POV, victim shot, 2 crooks robbing a house, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but cool. And there's a little kind of cool drawing down there with like a camera shooting off knives. That was an early version of Ralph. Mike, I'll show it again real quick. Yeah, that's a really greasy version of Ralph. This guy right here is a character of mine called Filthy Ralph. Test Drive was the name of that game. Naughty Bear was a video. I remember those little keychain. Yeah, look up Naughty Bear, the video game. It was fucking awesome, dude. This is some kind of film thing, little schedule I made. Same with this. A bunch of scheduling stuff. Boring stuff, really. I'm not going to get rid of it, but storyboards from a movie that my dad wrote called The Wallet. These are really shitty storyboards, and I was always marking off what we shot. And what is this? More storyboards. More film shit. Yeah, just a bunch of random shit from the film. This was the second time my films played at Shockstock, which is a horror convention here in London. They always put out these little like zines, and what's cool about them is my name's actually in them. There's always like a cool little art thing. Those are the guys that host Shockstock, Jake and James. See if I can find a thing with my name on it. Bum, 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 bum. It was... Oh, it's right there. Midnight Marauder. Right there. Directed by Riki Paradis, Canada. Badass, man. This is the rough art I made for the DVD that I'm going to be announcing that is going to be sold very shortly. That's just like the cover art right there. That's the rough one. It's my girl's business, Offbeat Mama. I got all kinds of shit. This is a drawing I made of myself. Rue at the river. It just looks fucked. You can always, if it's shitty, it's because I didn't have a good spot when I was drawing it. I wasn't comfy. You know what I mean? Because like I have to be a certain way. This is a cutout of my little brother holding a gun in one of the films we made. We just dropped down to 0 viewers. If anyone's in here, leave it 666. I can't rely on this thing though, because sometimes it'll say 0 viewers and then like 3 people are talking at once. Old man. This is another example of a cutout version of the DVD cover. Fucking OG. Oh, this is a drawing that my uncle made of me. Or, yeah. So you see this right here? Because, like, I burn stuff for him off YouTube onto DVDRs and stuff. And he says, I wish that crazy Uncle Mike would quit sending me scripts for films to make. Look at this one, a blatant, transparent ripoff of Barker's Hellraiser called Sadomasochist from Hell. Or this one, a pale imitation of Taxi Driver called Hack Pusher. Fucking love that. Shit's hilarious. This is another write-up by Uncle Mike. I'm gonna read it to you because it's fucking twisted. It's called Subconscious Protection. Cinema, specifically horror cinema, is the driving force via reverse polarity of the modern preoccupation with the gym membership. Body sculpting armors the body with muscle against the penetration of the flesh depicted in the horror film. Bodies splayed open, eviscerated, and torn apart. It also protects the body uh, psychologically against the leaking body, shot, blood spurting of the ultra-violent action film. In fact, horror cinema is the driving force behind all social, cultural phenomena. And then he wrote, such as road rage, where we rail against half-man, half-machine hybrids in vain. Uncle Mike is an interesting guy. There's a fucking thing of me. I was in a short film called The Purple Demon that I wrote and directed. If you're interested, it's on the channel. Old Uncle Acid, that's right. This is just like some crazy thing I drew. It's probably going to stipple this, but I just never got around to doing it. Oh, you can tell I started the stipling down here by his legs. It's actually not that shabby. This is a print of the banner, Video Homicide banner. It's at the front of all my videos that I post. Here. This is another example. This is when I made that watercolor I didn't like. This was a pencil crayon one. Like same sort of deal. Like when I compare this to like there is like no comparison. So like I consider this one fucking dope. And I consider this one like shit. You know, it's kind of the same, but if you like zoom in, look at the stipling, all that, you dig. Front, the logo, Video Homicide. Uncle Mike sounds pretty wild. Uncle Mike is pretty wild. These are just empty comic board with bags. Oh, we got some stickers coming up here. So these are all brand new fucking board, bag and boards. We got a bunch of stickers here. Got another DVD thing, of course. These, oh my god. Okay. Radioactive, you in here? You're going to think these are dope. I think you are. These are prints. I'll show this first. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. This is page 1 of 2. They're like VHS covers I printed off to be almost like trading cards. And we got like the Tom Savini, Video Magazine, Video Dead, Monster Squad, Shogun Assassin, Game of Survival, of course, Demons, bunch of badass stuff. Should probably put these like that. Oh, this is one that Kayla drew. I promise I'm a good girl. Like a slutty like rabbit. This is like an example of like trying a different technique with the line work, and it's like all kind of like jittery. I actually spray painted this exact image on a wall before. Looks way better, the painting, compared to that. That's dumb. Oh, fuck, I forgot about this. Didn't finish stipling it, but one of my early stipling jobs. That's all fucked. Another one. Looks kind of like crapola. Way better than that now. We got here drawing of like some kind of animal that Kayla did. Probably her dog Zeke. Blanks. This is the Wikipedia article for Video Nasties, and I printed this off because I wanted like a physical thing to check mark off the ones that I'd watched. This is not updated at this point, but you can see the ones with red are ones that I watched. This is the prosecuted list. So at the time, so we got Axe, A Bay of Blood, Beast and Heat, Blood Feast, Blood Rites, Bloody Moon, The Burning, Cannibal Apocalypse, Cannibal Ferox, Cannibal Holocaust, Devil Hunter, bunch of shit. Driller Killer. Like, out of the ones that I didn't mark, I've seen Bay of Blood. I should have marked that off a long time ago. Blood Feast, The Beast and Heat, seen that recently. Burning, seen that. Cannibal Apocalypse, Devil Hunter, Driller Killer, Evil Speak, Faces of Death, House by the Cemetery, House by the Edge of the Park, I Spit on Your Grave, and so on and so forth. But I like doing stuff like this because it's like, you know, it's just a little practical thing. Like, there's the rest of that, whatever those ones are. I had those circled as well. I don't know. I like doing shit like this, especially when the fucking ink was free at school. Like, I'd be printing everything, dude. Like, this was definitely at Fan Shop because it was 2018, so fuck them. These are just random stickers that I made for my girlfriend for her business. I'm not gonna show those right now. Another pile of shit. Yeah, those cards are dope. Well, they're stickers, but oh fuck yeah. Okay, Goofy Fudd. Remember when we were working at Staples together? And I would draw on these little white things or these little yellow like post sticky notes. Please tell me. I know there's a fourth one. I hope I didn't fucking lose it, man. Maybe it's in this pile of stuff. I'll just hope for the best. But this is the story of Filthy Ralph, like in miniature form. I was working at Staples doing a reno when I made these. It's like a little comic. Very disgusting, very fucked up. If I find the fourth one, I'll read them off in order. This is just, I was doing a job in Toronto, and there was the Blood in the Snow Film Festival happening, so I grabbed one of the flyers just to have. Because, I was bored as fuck. What's this? Okay, that's very important. Can't get rid of that. There's some more stickers, random ones, bigger ones, Video Homicide. About 15% bigger than the ones I usually make. That's cool. This is when I was doing videos on the Dario Argento films like Cat of Nine Tails, 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. Just little notes that I was making, I guess, when I was doing the videos. This is when I got in trouble. My lawyer at the time was Wendy Bentley Harris. Let me see if there is the receipt for my dad paying for the lawyer fees, which was that time was $500, which was like a big fuck up. What was this one for? I don't know if this is going to say what it was for. It's from 2018 or 2008, which Goofy Fudd will know was quite the year for us. Good. I'm glad I have all this shit because I like to look at it from time to time. Keeps you humble. Report cards. Oh, fuck. There's something cool right here. This, when I was younger, I did this in 2009. Okay, Mike, you're going to shit when you see this. I'm not going to show the back of it, but 2009, man. This is Hydro bills from when I first moved in. $37. I wish it was $37 now. Well, I guess I can't find the other fucking... I know that there was 4 of these. I could have swore there was 4 of them. Let me read. Ludus. Oh my god, this is horrible. I can't even fucking read that off. Yeah, but I will. I'll find the other ones. Still a ways to go in this box. Jesus Christ, there's a bunch of random shit. Oh, these are cool. Oh, there's the, if you to all the people that were paying attention, this was the this was the thank you card. This wasn't the actual card thing, but for Stu's fucking funeral thing, like there's one of those things. Thank you. But like the actual card is pretty dope. Kayla bought me these. I don't even know where she got them, but they're just like postcards. Oh, they are postcards. They are fucking postcards. We got Dawn of the Dead, Nightmare 1. We got Nightmare 2, Chainsaw, and another Chainsaw. So those are cool, like legit postcards. This is from some screening that was happening at Shockstock. Video Phantom. Just like a little. I think this might be a sticker, to be honest with you. Or maybe no. I guess it looks like it's because it says Kodak. It must be just like photo paper. One of the best, Starship Troopers. Earlier I was mentioning, the only good bug is a dead bug. Fucking love that flick. Earlier I was mentioning so Alan Robert, who did Killagy, he also did a comic called Wire Hangers that I believe was adapted into a film. I'm pretty sure it happened. And his other book that he did that I couldn't remember was called Crawl to Me. So because of me making the video about Killagy, he sent me 2 4-issue miniseries, a t-shirt, and a bunch of other little random shit. This is a fucking will guide. This is a will, because me and my mom, we went and like figured out all of her like shit for when she passes and stuff. And the guy was like, here, you should like do like think of that. And I was like, holy fuck. Yes, we did just watch that movie, Mike. This is Lone Wolf and Cub 2100 issue 1, which is nowhere near as good as the original run, but it's just a random comic in this box. This is from one of my neighbors, Paco, who was a fucking asshole, but he gave me this before he turned full-on asshole. This is the Star Weekly Comics from Toronto, December 23rd, 1950, featuring Superman. What else does it feature? Tarzan by Edgar Rice Burroughs. This is pretty fucking ancient, but let's see what else is in here. Dick Tracy, of course. Or some Dick Tracy look-alike. It's pretty fragile, to be honest with you. Steve Canyon. I don't know. Not really big into old comics like that. I love comics, but they don't have to be fucking ancient for me to enjoy them. What's going on here? This was, what is this? Oh, Profusion. This is when I went to an event for like camera equipment in Toronto for a field trip when I was in film school. And basically, if you didn't have like $1 million, you weren't going to get anything. A few kids bought like these little tiny mini lights, but like they had drones, Zoom recorders, all that kind of stuff. Cool stuff. That was the first time I seen a red camera up close and personal. Pretty badass. This is for, I believe must have been the shark tooth that Kayla bought me. I got 2 shark teeth. One of them's from Kayla, one of them's from my mom, but it has like all the mythology and stuff around shark teeth and properties, that type of bullshit. This was when I believe this is when I found out that I had all of my credits. No, I had 22 at the time. I need 30. So that's one of my report cards. For fuck's sake. Another one of them anyway. What do we got? Oh, this was a stupid fucking drawing. Yeah, I'm not even showing that. That's whack. Here's some fucking badass autographs. Sid Haig, of course. Pointing the gun. He wrote, most of all, fuck you. What's going on here? Oh, it's just one sleeve, I see. Pull these bitches out. There are quite a few, I believe. At least like maybe 5, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked through this shit in a while. This is like photo paper psychomania. Great film. Not an autograph though. This is, what was his name? Ed Neal, I believe, but the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the hitchhiker. This guy was a fucking prick. Big Daddy from Land of the Dead. This is a fucking stupid experience all the way around. This guy was awesome. Danny Hicks from Evil Dead 2, but also from Intruder. So this guy, really fucking cool guy. He's dead now. The first Jason, Airy something, I don't know, but the guy that played that fucker from Friday the 13th Part 1. Another Danny Hicks. He gave me like 3 of these prints for like $20, and he signed them all. I got a photo with him. And then this is probably my favorite one right here. What does it say? Stay evil, baby. I like this because that's when he points the gun and he's like, that's right. I love when he says that. Another Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. Must have gave me a deal. And then again, the Sid Haig one. I got to get this one framed, especially the Sid Haig one, because I love the guy. Really nice meeting him. He was like eating Chinese food. Me and my boy Mike Goofy Futt, he was actually with me. And he took the photo of me and Sid Haig, which I had to do like a fucking... I had to like go through all of my buddy Mike's Instagram page just so I could find this, because I knew he had the photo, but I was like, for fuck's sakes, so going through someone's entire Instagram feed to find one photo, but I finally found it, so it's dope. It's probably got... Could have swore I had more of those autographs, but they're kind of pricey, and I don't really want to too fucked over. There's another one of those cards of Crawl to Me and Wire Hangers. Oh yeah. Okay, moving on. Oh, nice, dude. Some stuff. This is this was like a photo of my great grandparents, I believe. Pretty positive these are one set of my grandparents. Totally random. But this is the coolest thing ever. This needs to, it took me so long to find this. I have like a memory of this that's stuck in my head. But this is my grandpa when he was in the Navy, being served Christmas dinner by a superior officer. And it even says, Navy tradition, Lieutenant Commander C.A. Hammer, Halifax, is shown serving meals to A.B.R.C.J. Joys of London, Ontario, and blah, blah, blah of PEI on Christmas Day on the HMS Bonaventure. Yeah. That needs to be scanned. So I have like a quality copy of it. This is... fuck. Yeah, this, when my stepdad was killed, I got like the fucking write-up on it. That was a fucking shit show. I made this. It's kind of fucked up, but rest in peace to Richie. 6'9" to 09. Now we're in 2021. Holy fuck, man. This is the copy of all the short film or the short stories I wrote that I gave to Stu, my grandpa, from the guy in the Navy photo. To Stu from Rue. Kept those. Had to. He read them, and he was like, yeah, they're pretty good. Maybe I should read these on camera sometime, like in a video for fun. There's a zine that got a little... I'm not going to show that one because I know I have the ones coming up that are actually in better condition. There's that. Can't really show that right now. What's this? Oh, this one I was trying to figure out my family tree. That needs to go with this. Random photos. Picture of my mom, probably in like 1960 something. Little tiny little girl in the snow. My mom. Trippy. A couple other photos. What the fuck is this, man? We're coming up on more sketchbooks and shit like that. Stickers. Oh, okay. All right, I will read this right now. This is the brief. It's the Blood Liquor Dojo, a brief history. Fuck, I'm like missing all these comments. Hey, if I go out to that video store this week, is there anything you want? It'll be DVD and may have some scratches, but I can get a lot of good stuff cheap. Let me think. I don't know. I'd have to get back to you on that because I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. But Blood Red by Argento, that's what I'm looking for sure. R.I.P. Sid, aka Vern Rip. Oh man, we're at the fucking Shock Stock, and the guy from Human Centipede 2, the little midget guy, walks past. Me and Goofy Fa are drunk, and he walks past us. My buddy goes, "Holy fuck, it's Vern Troyer!" It was hilarious. Nubbins. Oh yeah, from Texas too, right? Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe. R.I.P. Richie. Fuck yeah. This is actually a thing I wrote about Richie, so I'll read this real quick. This is cool, man. In 1853, a martial arts club opened in London, Ontario. The style practice was called the Praying Demon. It originated in Japan, taught by a man whose birth name is unknown. He was known in the Akan volcanic mountains as Magma Fist. His favorite student was from Manchester, Jamaica. The student had practiced with his teacher for 19 years. On the dying day of the master, he gave the student the Praying Demon manual. He was given one instruction: burn it in the volcano and pass on his teachings to those worthy to wear the Praying Demon symbol. On the 10th month of the next year, the student had made it back to Jamaica. He collected his 5 brothers and traveled north, landing in a small village called London. They looked for lodgings for the evening. They asked the locals of a place to quench their thirst and rest. The only tavern was called the Grizzly Tooth. The locals warned the brothers of a gang of terrorizers that raped and pillaged the village every winter. The brothers, very thirsty, made their way regardless of the warnings. They arrived and were met by the leader of the gang, who challenged the brothers. The student of Magma Fist accepted the challenge, but with a slight change: himself versus the entire gang. The gang agreed. 24 men died under the fist of the student. He forced the gang leader to drink the blood of his fallen drunken clan, then using Magma Fist's katana cut off his head. The locals, grateful of the student's disposal of the gang, offered the broken down tavern to him. This was the very building he started the blood liquor dojo. That's just like a little, like, you know, kind of thing. I have storyboards of that to be a comic, but haven't really went too far with it. This is probably empty. That Magma Fist thing, I must have wrote that like 2012. Empty. That actually, I guess I'll hang on to that. Why the fuck not? What do we got here? Oh, I know what this is. This is this is the article I used when I was writing a paper on Cannibal Holocaust in film school. So, kept all that kind of stuff. What's this? This is... Oh, that's fucking the taxes I got done in 2020. Gotta file those with the rest of my... I kept all of them for some fucking reason. A bunch more shit here. Who's in the house right now? I see 2 people in the thing, but that could be fucking wrong. You never know with this shit. Bust out all this stuff here. Yeah, that's from the company, place I live at. Same with that. Oh, here's another, the British Board of Film Classification write-up on Cannibal Holocaust that I, again, used as a source because we were able to use sources like that, which is always fucking dope. another source that I use called Digital Delirium from 2005. Oh, this is cool. I know why I kept this. I kept this because I want to make a video out of it. This is all the movies we watched in the film course. So I will save this. I'm gonna put this right here so I remember it. The rubric for the Cannibal Holocaust essay: 30% of your fucking mark. Another Cannibal Holocaust thing. Cannibal Holocaust: digesting and redigesting law and film. And another one, a review by a guy named Jason Buchanan. I have the actual thing somewhere kicking around. This is that's just writing stuff. This is when I was trying to design a VHS tape, like the slipcover thing, like one of these numbers. Never got around to finishing it, but this is just a film idea. I'm not going to get into that right now. This is a bunch of random shit that I drew back in 2015 on like a piece of like board from it was probably a sketch pad or like a paper pad, and I just like took it and just like drew a bunch of random shit. Okay, we got some more stuff, but I gotta take a piss. So let me just take a piss. I'm gonna grab some weed as well because I need to get fucking high too. Fuck. Almost wiped her. Okay. Sorry guys, just a second. Fucking drink's empty, so I might as well fill it up while I'm up. Fuck yeah. Got the weed right there. Big ass joint. I'm just gonna light it up because I busted a jar of weed, but I guess I don't need it. This fucking cannon. Not so bad. Got like fucking 4 kinds of weed right now. That's good. Radioactive blob fuel is just drawn away. 666. All right. Thought I've had that. Go through some more shit. This is this is stuff that my mom colored. It's not what it says on the cover at all. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Some of this stuff has to go back into the box because there's the thing for the bird with the crystal plumage, so that completes our trilogy there. All right. So we got, what do we got in here? Oh, another thing to possibly read. The paper on Cannibal Holocaust I wrote called "The Real Monsters in Cannibal Holocaust" by Ricky Paradis. Professor John Plantis. I wonder how he's doing. He's a cool guy. He knew his movie shit, but it was weird because like I don't know. I felt like on the same level as him. I definitely knew more about the exploitation stuff than him, but he knew a lot of stuff. Holy fuck! Sticker City, boys. Sticker fucking City. Bunch of shit in here. There's a full size old school Bluntzilla video. This is the exact size of a VHS tape. So like if we were to go like this. Martin. How fucking crazy is that? I remember printing those off. And get this, it was the first time I used that print shop. And a bunch of them were like that. And some of them were way worse than that. And I was like, oh, excuse me. Like, I'm not going to pay for these ones that are fucked. And she was like, oh, well, we can sell them to you for half. I was like, no, I'm not buying them. They're fucked. And they just gave them to me. More stickers, like these like little fuckers. But there's, oh, fuck. Okay, so I did keep a set. There's the cards, or if you want to call them that I made, all of them together. Pretty cool. They smell like the print shop. And then there's one of my characters right there. Cigar. Another. Fuck, most of these aren't even cut out. We got the Grim Reaper dude. We got the arcade. And we got the jar, skull jar. Of course. These all got to be cut out, man. Fucking didn't even realize I had this many of these. Bunch of these, like these guys got to be cut. Another one of my characters, Purple Demon. Classic sticker. I have that tatted on me right there. Boom. And then Video Homicide tapes, bigger version. Cool, man. I didn't realize I had that many little. I thought some of those were done. I was like, I printed them, and that's fucking it. I'm not printing them again unless people are showing interest. What's this? Oh, this is from when I only kept one of these, but when you rented stuff out at Fanshawe, they would tell you what everything's worth in case you fucking lost it or got it stolen. So this order was worth $5,651. I got a boom mic XLR to XLR, 15-foot XLR cable, Nikon D7200, 2 batteries, remote USB, card reader, charger, lens cap, neck strap, iCup terminal cap, H4n zoom handy recorder, hex key shoulder mount with the shoulder mount. We got a 28 to 300 millimeter fucking zoom lens, which was pimp. Light case or light kit, had 3 lights. Shoulder mount, chest piece or cheese plate, tripod, shoe, video tripod, Manfrotto, of course, video assist field monitor, man, with the little thing. Fuck, I'm so glad I kept one of these. I must have had like fucking at least 50 of these by the time the school was over. Try to keep it flat. What's in here? So this is of all the zines that I've made to date, except for maybe 1 or 2, like the Raise the Dead one and the Video Homicide, the new one. But this little book right here is all about Vow of Vengeance. It's me writing about Universal monsters when I was like in public school. I'm not going to get into that right now because I want to save this for a future video. Another one right there called 3 Short Stories. First zine I ever did, Bluntzilla's Graveyard from 2015 with art on the cover. The TV Guide zine I did, which is literally just the cover in the back right now. Never finished it. That's Bluntzilla video from October 2017 with Scorsese on the cover. Blundzilla video cinema guide, movie guide. Blundzilla video from October 2017 with John Woo on the cover. And that's it for that one. But yeah, I got to really go through all these again. I did a video talking about them, like how to make a zine type video, and it actually did pretty well in terms of my videos on YouTube. So that's dope. Here's like my Holy Grail sketchbook that it's got like a lot of stuff in it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I will pull a few drawings out. Like here's a drawing that Kyle did. I'm going to take a photo of it and send it to him. Here we go. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is when I got more into that, like trying to fill the whole page with random shit. I'll make a better video of this stuff with my camera, but I was notorious for doing this kind of stuff, making like collages of a bunch of movie characters. That's from 2015. There's that original Godzilla one. Like this is the source material. Got a bunch of guns that I drew and like cut out and stuff, like science fiction type guns. Blaster from Han Solo's blaster and Deckard's blaster. Star Wars and Blade Runner. And these guns on this page, this is from Gears of War. And they have the bottom ones from Aliens. I remember when I drew those and I was showing this one kid when I was in film school, or maybe I was in the adult school when I was doing this, but the guy was like trying to say that I didn't draw them. I'm like, dude, I drew them. He's like, you photocopied them and drew them. I said, I drew them from a photo on the internet. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you. Here's a bunch more. I don't even remember what some of these ones are from, but I was just on this kick of drawing them, then inking them. I never colored them or stippled or anything, so they kind of look like just flat, but there it is right there. This is the original, the logo. Oh, I'm not wearing the shirt right now, but my logo, the purple demon, that is the original drawing right there. I took out those circle things underneath of his mouth, but that's the original drawing. That drawing's maybe 15 years old, I would say. Oh, this is my, fuck, I forgot I did that. Wow, I forgot I did that one too. So, Taxi Driver, Eazy-E, The Warriors, Scarface, the Sergeant from fucking Full Metal Jacket, Luke Cage, Greedo, Superman, or not Superman, Godzilla and King Kong Company from Taxi Driver. And then this was like the famous painting I did of, you know, there's this series of paintings, like 36 paintings of Mount Fuji. And that's one of them. One of the most famous ones. Although I didn't include Mount Fuji. Just give me a second here. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Okay, so fucking Radioactive Blobfield just sent me, like, he does the same thing. He's into the same thing, like filling a whole page. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this or not on screen. I don't know if it will do it justice. But this is incredible. Really dope. 08. Okay, yeah. So in 08, I was dabbling and drawing and stuff on the low. Like, wow. Wow. Okay, so this is the original comic strip for the Filthy Ralph on the elevator with the old lady skit. It's right there. I have like a polished, complete comic. Not complete comic, but all the panels done of an updated strip. I think there might be like 20 panels tops, but the funny thing about this, I don't want to keep doing this with this, but because this is like a holy grail item to me. And it was like me and my buddy Mike, we're like when my grandpa Stu, he had a stroke and he had to be put into like a nursing home. The lease on his apartment was still valid for a while. So, you know, and I was feeling pretty fucked up about it and all that, but I ended up staying at the apartment I guess it's like a way to cope or whatever, but it kind of turned into like this little bit of a party pad. So everyone would come over, but my buddy Mike, Goofy Fa, who's like my OGest homie, he stayed a lot, but oh, I don't want to fuck this up. We photocopied a piece of weed, right? So looks like shit. Like this photocopy, it looks like shit, but it's a big fucking chunk of weed. But on the other side, I drew this story for this character, Filthy Ralph. And there's the story. So I'll read it along with you. Little Susie rides the lift to her home. Right there, she's on the lift. But then Filthy Ralph boards the elevator. Oh no. He pulls out his fucking Johnson. The elevator's closed. He says, "Suck me dry." He pulls out, he's got his pants down. He pulls out a meat cleaver and chops her hand off. That's like being nice compared to what actually happened in the new comic. So yeah, there's that. Here is for my art homies that know who Keith Haring is. I did that in grade 9 or 10 because like we started learning about Keith Haring, and I was like, dude, like it's cool. That was a project, actually. I wonder if there's like a grade on it or anything. Ricky Parrott is 2010, so went into high school in 2006. So this is like fucking this is like grade 12. Wow. See, there's the original of that one that I showed earlier that my mom had drawn. That is from, doesn't seem to have a date. I was notorious for not dating stuff. I would just sign my name. This is one of some of the oldest drawings that I have. Like at one point I had a bunch of like little random shitty sketchbooks, loose leaf sketches, and I just ended up taping them all into this sketchbook just to fill it up. But this pig, Officer Pigums, old as fuck. Pretty decent Ninja Turtle. I had this like book, I forget what it was called, but oh, here's some cool random shit. That's a really old one as well. This like Girl Scout girl crying. I did a few comics like that, or like little drawings. Like of my rendition of Batman and Robin. Weird shit. This is out of a how to draw book. This like Ming, and then that X-Men comic thing looks like shit. But I kept everything, man. Like every fucking thing that I was drawing. Like I was trying to do like a cover, like my own rendition for a cover of Double Dragon. I was using a blue pencil because I seen like some artist guy use a blue pencil once. And I was like, oh fuck, dude. I need a quick toke, man. This is memory lane. Quick toke and a drink. Fun. Hope you guys are having oh fuck. Where did my priceless fucking sketchbook? There's hash in this joint. I can smell it. Or Crystal or Keith. Yo, Radio, are you still like sitting on all your old drawings? And if so, let me know. Because I would love to see them. That's from 2015. Oh, this is probably the first time I drew an arcade, which became something I love to do. Scorpion. Another character I drew a lot, like this greasy clown guy. He's like a janitor. I was a janitor for a few jobs. Felt like that sometimes. This is an example. I've saw Kyle's artwork. I'll take a photo of it. This is from 2015. So I printed off. I had this movie coming out called Bloodzilla and Other Monsters. So I drew a version of the cover, and then Kyle drew this one. Kyle's a part of the Cinema 187 zine coming out. Yeah, buddy. Glad I have those. I got a little bit more Kyle's art somewhere in here. This is like an example of using reference versus using out of my head. So this is like the Lancer from Gears of War, like my version, which sucks, and then looking at a photo. And then a Terminator 2 with kind of fucked up eyes. Skull thinking about Wu-Tang. That's pretty much all I was thinking about at one point. Got like a Beavis and Butthead version of Freddy. And then like some Eddie from Iron Maiden shit. I got like 12 sketchbooks and a box of loose sheets. Fuck, dude. It's awesome to have this shit. This is when I was on my kick of like samurai martial arts shit. Just like a quick little sketch. This one's actually not too bad. Like I could use that framing again. This is another example. This was almost the video homicide logo. And I might rework that. I'm actually gonna take a photo of it. Cool, man. I can post this shit on my Instagram. This is a really cool page. I remember this. It's like a play on like see up here. If you've seen Creepshow and Fluffy, that's what I was obviously watching at that point. Bunch of weapons, red pen. It's like Filthy Ralph like cutting Darth Vader's hand off with a samurai sword. More heads. Filthy Ralph. That's the original Filthy Ralph. Filthy Ralph is actually a sock puppet, believe it or not, that I made in like, fuck, I don't know what grade it was. This is an example of copying directly out of a Ninja Turtles book. Like literally directly. Like the composition of all this is not mine. This is all Eastman Laird stuff. And then we got some more just random shit. This is supposed to be Alpha Omega Sin, which was a YouTuber. I don't think he makes videos anymore, but SpongeBob. I was never that big on drawing. Like everything was pretty much out of my own head. Or like this is another example of the Eastman Laird book that I was drawing out of that gorilla. Although that is mine. That like crutch thing was mine. And this is cool. This is like The Adventures of Roachpile and Blunt Man. I actually can't show that because it's kind of can't show that. I'll send a photo to Goofy Fub, but I can't show it. I don't mind incriminating myself, but I don't incriminate my friends. This is a big batch of the Eastman stuff. I'm not even going to show it right now. Oh, this is the logo I designed for the VHS or VHS Graveyard podcast that me and Retro or Die were doing. So this is from like 2020. I put that in there. And there's like obviously the rough. I was probably drawing this when we were talking on Skype. Very rough. Cool. Bunch of like more of this type of shit. Locals only. Cigar. Some dude with a gun. There's like a fucking Pai Mei type guy there. You, like with my drawings, there's another one of those Eastman ones. You can always tell what I was watching at the time. Like these drawings, like of the Eastman stuff, they're not traced. They're fucking like I was looking at the page and I drew them. I gotta send this to my boy though. So that one didn't turn out too bad. But again, it's not my composition. Oh, fuck. Some of this stuff is just a blast in the past. Zombie Mob, B-movie horror, big on Ninja Turtle stuff at the time. This is a drawing by Kyle that is probably my favorite drawing he ever did. Right there. This fucking guy, East End, he's like drinking a 40, got a ball bat. Like that's his, like, I gotta take a photo, blow his mind. Fuck, this sketchbook's nice and sturdy too. More stuff by Kyle. This is all Kyle stuff right here. Okay, so this was Kyle's take on Freddy, Jason, and Scream. And the date is 2013. And then this is all stuff he drew as well. 2013. And then this is from 2013. I had this poster on my wall, and I, out of High Times magazine, I cut the photo of what's his name? Alex something from the guy that was the main star in Grandma's Boy, and he's smoking dope with a monkey. So I had that on this Bob Marley poster, and I told him to draw it. Or I said, yo, draw something. And he drew that. Blow his fucking mind when he sees that. You know, like this sketchbook. This is one of the things I always think about. If there's like a fire or something, this shit I've got to grab. This is me getting into panel layout. You know, trying to develop a story. And it's all about. It was taken from that one fucking Raekwon song where it's like, you'll know it if you know it. But basically, the story goes, these two guys enter a bar. The one guy says, "Hot damn, Cyrus, you need to come by more often." The guy says, "Yeah, well, you know, business." The other guy says, "Here, have a glass. Here, have a seat. Want a glass?" He goes, "Why not?" And then the guy kills him. And then it says, "We operate in all aspect of organized crime except for dope." It's like a Ninja Turtle with like an original character guy. This was like some weird like alien ice cream thing that I was obsessed with drawing for a while. Like one of the flavors was salt. So fucked. Yeah, this is an example of my work beside Kyle. I think I drew the one and then Kyle drew the other after. No, it's a year later. So I drew this one in 2012. It's like a Mars Attacks ripoff kind of dude. Then about a year later, Kyle drew this. Crazy shit. And then this is one of my favorite. I actually recreated this painting on the wall behind me a little bit. Like a demon and a mummy, bloody doorway. Just the randomest of stuff. I was always drawing this just random shit. Okay, we're getting into some better stuff here. This is from about 2012 as well. It's Dr. Zaius with a body leaned up against a deep freezer with a machete stuck in it, and then all the, you know, it's basically been fucking legs cut off, arms cut off, head cut off with Dr. Zaius. This guy was like a weird thing. I think I had a nightmare about like a guy like this before. Like how his body's all cocked like that. Like for some reason I remember that as like a nightmare. More panel work, early panel work. All the fucking was that all the fucking money, old man? So random. Afrodeath hole in the broadshead. Bart Simpson eating a motherfucker. I've been forgetting to read the comments. That Freddy is kind of cool as hell. It's got serious stuff. Yeah, that was like my Beavis one. I think you're talking about, right? Give me. There's 4 people in here, so give me a 666 if you're in here. Okay, this is like this one I almost consider getting a tattoo of, like a reworked version of it. This is a character I drew, like an elephant trunk fucking head. This is like inspired by Heavy Metal, the scene where they're on the ship. You know, like the 2 dope head guys. This is a Kyle drawing of like this guy holding a bomb and a gun. And then this is funny. This is like another sort of panel layout thing going on. Did a lot of this type of shit. So the story goes, this guy, this is like this whore host guy right here. What he's saying is, anyone seen my bigger knife? And in the movie, Pineapple Express, the main bad guy, played by Gary Cole, is like standing around a circle of his guys and goes, "Anyone seen my bigger knife?" And it's just so out of the blue. I love it. And then like my Frank Miller-ism kind of kicked in, drawn like the news screen. It says, a new type of synthetic heroin has been shipped from China. It doesn't look good from this angle, Fred. And like literally, like you can see the 2 screens, like one of them's all scrambled. Big into Frank Miller at the time. What'd they call a Whopper? I didn't go to Burger King. And there's like these 2 little Pulp Fiction fucks. And it says, tune in next week, boys and girls, for another shocking creature feature marathon. Mind Molester 2013. The fuck? Oh, man. Funny. Goofy Fubb, radioactive. Okay. See, it jumps. Sometimes it'll say there's 0 people watching, and I'm just like, fuck, I guess I'm talking to... Then, oh, fuck, here's more Kyle stuff. This right here, is this the one? Okay, Bob the Mutant Cable Guy right here. This is why Kyle wants to draw the mutant, because he's good at like this type of stuff. But the story of Bob the Mutant Cable Guy, I'll show you the other stuff real quick. Always like this like little vampire dude. And then there's this weird machine. But one time, my cousin was moving into a new place, and when they were getting the cable installed, like I was there, a bunch of other buddies were standing around smoking weed in the backyard. The cable guy comes out, and he just kind of like waltzes his way into this session and just starts blazing with us. And we were like, "Yo, this is crazy." These two characters I drew while I was having the epic Godzilla marathon of 2013 when I tried to watch all the movies. But there's like these two characters I was developing, like this. Will this work if I go like that? That's probably way better. But see this little cutout, Godzilla-thon from 2013, and then like this weird robot, kind of random shit. This guy praying to a robot. I must have been watching something that had something like that. Everything's always inspired by something I'm doing. More 2013 drawings. A fucking mushroom and like this, I don't know, guy, like some sort of maybe a voodoo fucking person. I don't know. Kyle drew this weird creature. Like this redneck dude I was drawing with a knife, smoking a blunt. Those ones kind of suck. I just got to take a photo of this thing for Kyle. Just to trip him out. Oh, this is cool. This is another good 2013 one. Trick or treat. There's like a Fluffy wearing like a 53 Letterman jacket. Michael Myers. This right here, there was this is me kind of aping Kyle's style in a way. Like you can tell because you've been seeing Kyle's shit, but I remember the one time we were looking at this and he was like, "Did I draw that?" Like meaning himself. I was like, "No, man, I drew that. I can tell because of the way the hands are, and I can tell because of the way the teeth." Because I pretty much had the same technique for teeth for a long time. It's like a greaser and like a fucking monkey head guy with a Wu-Tang shirt. That's from about 2013. 2013, I was actively drawing. Okay, here's some cool shit. Here's another cool Kyle one. Take a photo of that one real quick for his ass. What we got here? This is a dope one from about probably 2020. Inspired by the likes of probably Cyber Nosferatu, who's an Instagram poster that does like a lot of cool stuff like this, but you know, i.e. like the little happy face pouch, little knives and shit like that. Like that sword that really out of his book. So must have been looking at his stuff back then. You know, I never directly took, but I was definitely like influenced by stuff, and I tried shit my own way. Oh yeah. Wow. So it started off with this little drawing of like all the movie monsters that I made for all my short films. And then I actually put it into production here, which I should redo. Yeah. Take a photo of that. Rough sketch, May 9th, 2019. It's hard to make a good face on a beauty, talking about my girl because she's my makeup artist. Make sure I get that right up. She'll laugh at that. Oh. I just got like this wave of inspiration, like looking through this again. Oh yeah, 2013, another Freddy. So that's probably the second Freddy that I did, I guess. And this is an original character called Dr. Dead, not an original name at all, but he's like this sleazy clown guy, like sort of a total Sid Haig type from Devil's Rejects. I remember I did 3 of these, so I think there's 2 more of these characters coming up. There they are, yep. PCP Sonny. Of course, he's like a fucking cholo. And then there was Rancid Roger, who was like a cousin of Filthy Ralph. I kind of like Rancid Roger the best. He's like a hick dude with a skateboard and 2 fucking revolvers. Ripped up shirt. What does his shirt say? Beer. Of course. See, if this sketchbook wasn't like this, like with the coil, I'd never be able to kind of show it off the way I am right now. Oh, here's a drawing of Martin Scorsese I did. But what I did was I put this piece of paper over top of, I think either my cell phone or like one of these old shitty computers I had, and like traced it on there. And then this, an exploitation double feature shot in London, Ontario, screened at Shocksock 2018. I had this on display when I had a booth at a thing called VHS Fest. This is cool. This is like a Mount Rushmore of characters that I was working on. I don't really like the clown's face, but the rest of it's not too bad. I don't know if this... Oh, fuck. I don't know if this thing ended up getting fully filled up. Wow, this is old. Goofy Foot. I don't know if you're still in here, but Alex Collins drew this, and I colored it. I've had it since public school. This is like a little flyer that used to be down in the basement when I lived at the house, down in my video room. I tried to really make it look like a video store, and it fucking looked like a video store, most people said. Okay. That's great. Here's a drawing that my dad did. I've got a few drawings from my dad. This is a bunch of weed leaves he drew. It actually looks pretty fucking good. Like for him just being all like fucking high and like fucking around. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is gonna be a nightmare to show, but well, maybe not. But like, look at like how I drew this. That's probably one of the most best, probably the best arcade I drew. There's a fucking little comic strip happening at the bottom here. What does the comic strip say? Next time you fail to rewind, you will slowly be eaten by Martian razorfish. Says, isn't that a little extreme? Extreme. Since you think my methods are extreme, I'll display my total hatred of non-rewound tapes. You will get the razorfish and play afrodeath the game. Not afrodeath. I always get the switchblade in my hand, and that happens in the in the movie. A switchblade flies into a guy's hand. Fuck, this shit's sick. Oh my god, I think I've mentioned this before, but this is Mike Joyce, my uncle, being confronted by Doug Flutie and Jimmy Snuka while pulling a fridge cart of bootleg fights and games. So there's Uncle Acid with his crazy fucking shoes, and then Doug Flutie and Jimmy Snuka. And then this is the front page of a weed growing magazine my dad had that was like super old, and he gave me the cover to color, or like a print. He had like 2 versions of the cover, so. Yeah. Oh my god, what's this? Holy fuck. Mike 666 if you're in here, because you were gonna piss your pants. Damn, the old man has some serious art chops. Yeah, man. Well, like he always says the only thing he can draw are weed leaves, snowmobiles, and his face that he draws. I don't think I have any copies of his face in this thing, but take a little toke break. Okay, Mike, I got something for you here. One and done. Holy fuck. This is an actual comic, like taped into the book. Goofy Fucks Comics issue Dumb, featuring the prequel of the death of The defenseless blind cunt Susan. Okay. Now, it says, what a lovely day. As she walks to the elevator. It says, oh, fuck. Oh, she's saying, what a lovely day, ... And then Filthy Ralph comes along and he says, to be fucking raped. And he's like, got a rat on his shoulder. And he's freaking the fuck out. He's pulling his cock out. But what is he saying? He's saying, I haven't washed my ball bag in a coon's age. The stench alone made my last victim upchuck all over my taint. I hope old Susan is ready to eat my ass as I beat her with her fancy crippled ball back contraption. Stunned cunt is gonna feed my pet. I'm gonna feed my pet rats to her. Bruise snatch while she is still alive. Maybe worse. Yes, snowmobiles like a snowmobile, dude. Oh, here's some cool shit. Weird knife and like that. But I was like, this is supposed to be like $100 bill thing because I have a bunch of fake money and I was gonna kind of like paint on one. What else we got here? It's a fucking treat, man. This is a treat. Holy fuck. Oh my god, Mike, you're gonna piss. Holy fuck. This, I can't believe I have that. That's amazing. Get to that in a second. This is like another little like comic book thing, but it says this is like my dad with a Carling shirt, hammered, talking to the judge, and he's saying, he's an honest man, Rex is. He got me fucked up for a week. They call it Mel's hole. Sir, do I... that the judge is saying to him, sir, do I smell smoke and fire? And is that a beer? And Oldman is saying, that's how you're supposed to smell. That's kind of an inside joke between like me and Goofy Fudd and some other people. Another thing out of the basement video store back in the day. So fucking cool that I snatched that up. This is when we were playing like a game. Obviously, like it would have been my mom versus me and Kayla, R and K, I guess. That's that. I changed my mind. That's probably the best arcade I ever drew. Like structurally speaking, like the sticker version that I did is pretty decent, but this is cool. This is near Rex's house. There used to be a place called the Rex Theater back in the 50s and earlier. My grandpa would go to and watch movies because he was in the same neighborhood. And this is like a couple characters in front of that theater. This is the first time I ever I drew the background and then I cut these characters out and put them on the page. It's old. There's like old mixed with new in this. I think it's almost completely full up. If it's not, I have enough stuff to make it that way. This is one of the weirder kind of drawings I was doing when I was trying to be kind of, I don't know what I was trying to do, but I don't mind. I like this part better than the skull. I could do the skull way better now. Here's Krang from Ninja Turtles on a comic backboard. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I drew. This is my full cheat. I gotta take a photo of this. This has to be fucking. Ah, fuck. It's on video. This was my first. Oh, fuck. There's another comic there, too. Look at this little comic. It's the same version of like the girl in the elevator. But like it says, like she gets on the elevator. She's like an old lady. What's she saying? A nice cup of tea, she's thinking, but then like Ralph comes in with a knife and a jar of Vaseline and he says, you're dead, burp burp. But look at this. 2017, that's my maggot eye from Fulci zombie. Pretty fucking wild. I was actually looking for that or like thinking about that recently. This one's from 2017. It's not too bad. It's a Filthy Ralph, different style head. You know, it's definitely, this is when I was kind of really getting into it, drawing the same sort of style, sort of lanky with the bulging elbows, shoulders, and knees. This is right out of a short story I wrote. These are another like sort of panel layout for a comic book called I forget the name of it, but I have all the layouts. These all have to be redone because my art style is way fucking different now. Here's like a short panel layout for something. Not sure what it was. This is another layout. I actually like this layout better than the other one. That's the cool thing about having all this shit. I could revamp it. You know what I mean? Revamp it and make it my own. This was my film teacher, John Plantis. I mentioned him earlier in this video. But bam, because that's how he would talk. He was always sweating, and he was like, not like profusely sweating, but like you could just tell he was like fucking sweating, and he would like be telling a story. He was always amped up. Me and my buddy Ian were sitting there, and he went, but bam, and we just like lost our shit. And I drew that. Kayla drew this. This was like a bunch of what do you call it? Storyboard pages, and she drew that in one of them. And that is that it? Oh, there's like some shit I can't show in the back that's like graffiti, but yeah, that's basically it for that sketchbook. Wow. And there's the cover of it. That's my Bob Marley stencil that I fucked up when I put it on there. Back is no stickers. Wow. I feel so inspired. Here's a early watercolor and mixed with acrylic that I did in 2020, and it's It the Clown. And it was just supposed to be very abstract. And then the same time, or maybe not the same time, but around the same time, I did this self-portrait of myself chopping my hand off with a chainsaw. I went really kind of like weird, and I really like this one. I'd actually like to frame it, put it on the wall. I've done 2 self-portraits. Well, I guess if you look at this, because there's another one in here that's kind of shitty, but I've done technically 2 good self-portraits, and I want to make it a tradition to do one every year, just for fun. So what did you guys think of the sketchbook? Where am I looking sweet? Yeah, dude. What'd you guys think of that? It's fun. It's fun to go through that. I'm glad I got to share it. Fuck, I've been going for 2.5 hours. It doesn't even feel like that. I looked over and and Matt Damon's already on the screen for Saving Private Ryan. When does he come into the scene? It's got to be. Yes. Okay. Not bad. Fuck yeah. What'd you think of the Stash radio? If you checked them out. Well, I got a bunch of stuff I can fucking post. James sent a photo. It ain't rock and roll. He's like got his ween out. James Radioactive sending me sketches. It's funny. Elvis the Pelvis, it says. I haven't seen most of that shit for years and years. I know, eh? Fuck, man. I'm glad I hung on to all of it though, because you know, I like to look at it, and like I've already thought of like 4 or 5 drawings I want to get on like ASAP. You know, and I have like I did a painting the other night. I don't think I showed you, Mike, but I can show you a photo of it. That fucking stupid songs. I got a dumb song stuck in my head right now. Not stuck in my head, but I have what's it called of it? What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, the painting. Probably the fucking best painting I've ever done. Like if you look at the face especially, I didn't do any like outlining in black. I just stuck to the shading, the values and stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. It's always fun going over your old stuff. Oh, dude, it is. And I have so much more of it. I have a bunch in that filing cabinet over there, but I'm going to save that one for another video because it's just like fucking Just like a dot, because I'd have to bring like that thing over here because I wouldn't want to bring like piles of shit. My table's already a write-off, so hell yeah. I don't know, man. I think I might call this live. I think I might call it successful and done. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Mike, if you want to have a toke fest, man, just fucking say the word. Come over. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. The Goofy Fa, Radioactive. Who else was in the house? I'll shout out everyone that was in the house. We had Kayla was in the house, Radioactive. One guy popped by named Himalayas. Another guy dropped by called Johnny Mud Show. Stayed for a while. Adrian. Goofy Fa. Demented Pictures. A guy named Demented Pictures that I don't even remember referencing. I don't even think I mentioned him when I was reading the things, but and that's it. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, Rex is crashing, no problem. All right, well, thanks for watching, fuckers, and I'll do another one of these hopefully next weekend if I can, and if I can't, too fucking bad. But yeah, I'm gonna get to fucking drawing for a bit, I guess. So, adios.